Y'all don't even know when this thing turned off. But it's okay. I'm gonna go back, but swing it back to my man. Yeah, I wanna help him. Yeah, so what he did was, he suggested that, in other words, he don't have no tools, car tools. You know, he has everything else except car tools. So he tries to suggest if he had this, if he had that, he could take that alternator off. And I'm trying to tell him that check the smaller things first. Let's just go with the big things first. Look at all the small stuff. Go through that shit with a fine-tooth comb. Because he got, like I said before, he got hoses disconnected. He got loose hoses. He got a bunch of other shit going on that you could just look at and see. And you take care of the small things first, you know. You hear tapping your engine, it could just mean you need oil. It don't mean to take the whole engine apart and break it down and take a week or two to rebuild the shit. It just means you need a little bit of oil in there to keep that valve from tapping. It's gonna cushion the tap. The point I'm trying to make is you start off small. You know, you're troubleshooting. Take care of those vacuums and those hoses that, you know, is visibly fucked up. Fix those. Make sure your battery's on a full charge. And then try and start it. Make sure your battery's in a full charge. You know, that's an older car. So you pump the gas pedal a few times and you try to start it. Because it could be a lot of things with the older cars. It could be flooded. You know, it could be all kinds of dumb shit could be going on. I just was trying to tell him that, he said, I could get the tools from my man, yada, yada, yada. So then I told him that, you know what, if we're gonna fix the car now, he said how his time is short in daylight. It's not gonna be out here but for so long before it gets dark, and he got to get the car out of there by tomorrow, and you know, a bunch of stuff. So like, it's urgent. And I'm like, yeah, well, we go get the tools. We go get the tools now. You want me to bring the car around? You want me to go? So I took him to my car and show him that is in my car. Popped the trunk, took my tool bag out. We walked back to his car. And I'm watching him put everything together. He's taking all his shit, putting it together. Then he picks up my toolbox and puts it on his front seat with all the rest of the stuff he's doing. And he's busy talking. I'm not hearing anything he's saying. I ain't listening to him. I'm looking at my tools. That's like I'm standing here now with no fucking pants on, with my dick swinging. And you done took my pants and you got them sitting there like I don't drive without my auto tools. That's like I'm ass out. And then I start saying to myself, what is he doing? Now I'm like, what are you doing, man? And he's like, I gotta get some money together, man, first. And I'm like, oh, here we go. You know, I gotta check my traps, yada, yada. I'm like, oh boy, here we fucking go. Give me my tools, man. I ain't leaving here without those tools. I'm not staying pinned down with those tools, without my tools. That's crazy. Then I said, I'll tell you what, check this out. got ready to tell him, well, give me the battery. I'll go get my car, and I'll put your battery. I'll take my tools, and I'll put it back in. I'll go bring it back to my car, and I'll bring my car around here. And you give me your battery. We'll take your battery out. I'll charge your battery. And you can hold on to the tools, and I'll hold on to your battery. How about that? That's what I wanted to do. But I didn't put him there because I would show I really don't trust him at all. But that would have been even. I thought about it, then I said, nah, my tools are more important than the battery. And they worth more. And I had my tools for I don't know how many years. For so many years, I wasn't going to just look at my toolbox, just sit there in a stranded car and let him lock up the car with my shit in there. That's fucking stupid. That's exactly what that would have been. That would have been stupid for me to do some shit like that. So I'm like, give me my tools, man. I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll charge your battery up. So while you're out there checking your traps, I'll have your battery. And he thought about it. He wasn't giving me that battery. A brand new battery. He wasn't giving that shit to me. See? So what I did was I put him in the same place he put me. And he started to get, I said, I said, you know what? Because he started to move quicker and trying to get up out of there. He started to move quicker and try to get up out of there. When I asked him, give me the battery. And I'll bring the battery and I'll charge it at my crib. He wasn't so keen on that. So what I did was I put him in my shoes, the way I had my tools. Yeah, I put him in my shoes. So then he wrapped it up. He said, I don't want your tools. I ain't trying. And I said, I know, I'm not trying to say you are. I just never go nowhere without my tools. I didn't say I was going to give you the tools to have or borrow. I just wanted to just let him know that if he needed the tools, I got them. We ain't got to go to bother nobody else on a Sunday. This is how I'm thinking. You ain't got to bother your neighbors on a Sunday, your ex-neighbors on a Sunday. I got tools right here. So I got plumbing tools, carpenter's tools, plumbing, electrical, plumbing, all of that. He said he had some of those type of tools too. How you doing today?
Hey.
I said, I got those type of tools also, the same. He got all the tools, but he ain't got no auto mechanic tools. So he came out there with a big, gigantic fucking channel locks, man. And he used it to take off a little 1/4-inch nut. And my mind said he ain't got no tools. But he already told me that. I wasn't going for that. I need my shit. I wasn't going to do that. So he says, I'm on. So we changed numbers. He gave me his number. I called him. I don't even know if he put my number in the phone. Because if he didn't, God bless him. Because I was going to be the one to help him. Take him back and forth to the auto place and help him. But, manual labor and, drive him. I wouldn't ask him for shit. But all that happened was I walked back to my place with my tools and I put them shits in the trunk where they supposed to be. And actually, he right back where he started. He just got a little more information to see if we was thinking alike about what the problem with the car was. Or to see where shit was gonna go between me and him. Same like I was telling anybody else. I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs, none of that shit. I ain't never said that I have it in my life. And not the last 25 fucking years. So, because I know that's what people are about most of the time. And they out here kicking it and they lively and running around. You know. That's what they do. That's where their money goes. A lot of people invest in that stuff. And I told them I ain't no angel either. I'm gonna sit up and act like I'm better than anybody. Cause I'm damn sure ain't no angel. And I said, whatever you do is your business. Drink, drug, whatever, that's your fucking business. If I decide to hang out with someone or whatever, that's your fucking business. I ain't gonna go in no place where I'm not comfortable. If I'm uncomfortable, I'm leaving. And I already know that I'm gonna be uncomfortable around people that use drugs. He knows that. The same way you people out there that use drugs. Doesn't matter. It's alcohol, weed, those are drugs too. And you see that some people don't wanna hang. They don't want to hang because they're uncomfortable. And they may hang to get some pussy from a chick or something. Shit like that. Like him. He damn near 55 years old. You should have all that shit together. Have it all together. I don't have my shit all together, but I'm content. And if my shit was to break down, I'm not gonna let it just sit there. That shit's getting fixed the next day. If not that day. Preferably on the morning when everybody's at work and school on a weekday. How you doing? Preferably on a weekday. But that's just getting fixed. I'm gonna look for the best prices and I'm gonna use my experience and size it up. Do my research. Combined with what I already know and get a decent price of getting something done. Or if I know what part it is, I'm gonna get that part and I'm gonna bring it to somebody and say, hey, put it in. If I can put it in myself, I'm gonna do it myself. If I need a jack, a lift, because I'm not getting under no car. So if it's something where I need a lift, that shit's getting on a lift. That costs money. So that's how that will work. Put it on a lift. But that's what you need sometimes. I don't need no shit falling down on me. Or something dumb happens. You can secure the car all you want. It still could fall. Even a lift. A lift could fall too. Yeah. Only way I would try to walk 10 miles if it was today is if I had to. Because I'm at about the 3.5 mile mark. And I feel it. Yeah, but it keeps me strong. It keeps me, I don't know. I can feel it in my hips. Not no sharp pains. I could just feel when my hips are like tired. From left, right, left, right, left, right. Right up in there. Where the tendons are. We're all the connective tissue. Not the ball and socket. It ain't the ball and socket. It's the connective tissue. The tendons and the ligaments in the muscle. I can feel it in there. Other than that, I'm fine. I got my heart rate to a nice even rhythm. That's what I love. That's what I feel for. There goes a drone. Somebody lost their drone. Let's see. Somebody lost their drone. I'm taking it home. Look at this dog. Where are you? Come here. Come on up. Oh, he speeded out. Like a boxer. You see, he did those big high jumps. Like maybe 5 times, 6 times. And he sounds old too. And he sounds gassed. So I sat there and tried to call him. He couldn't even jump anymore. Yeah, I found a drone. Look, yo. Sharper image. Yeah, so what I could do, I could just buy a remote control for this drone. And probably will work. Because it doesn't look damaged. It looked like it hit something and just fell down. The propellers are still on there. See, look. Ain't that a bitch? That's my blessing there. Another blessing. That's what I'm hoping I got today. Maybe. And right there with that dog. That dog is always doing that all the time. And it's right there in front of the dog. He jumps up on that thing. It's too heavy to make it over, but he could get his head up there and like see you partially, and then before he goes back down. But he'll do that about 5, 6 times and he's gassed. Like if you try to touch a basketball rim, or you jump as high as you can, like touching a street sign or something. After a few tries, you're going to gas out. You're going to feel like you weigh a ton, where you might have been getting like 30 inches, 40 inches off the ground. Now you only get up to 20, 15, until you can't jump no more. That's how you make your jumping skills stronger. I used to leap when I played ball. Yeah, I was known for that. I'll tell you one thing. I had like average ball handler skills. It's good enough to not get pickpocket and all that bullshit. I could handle it. I could play a point guard and all that shit and everything. But I was usually a swing guard where I was shooter. The swing man. A swing man. And Yeah, I was a swing man. They used to use me for shooting. A good jump shot. But I was good at rebounding because I'm a guard. But I could rebound over those centers and the forwards. Sometimes they put me in the shooting forward. But most of the time I was a shooting guard. I wasn't the point guard, I was the shooting guard. Yeah. They consider me a leaper. Yeah. I could dunk it with 2 hands and all that. On the layup lines, like pre-game stuff. Yeah. How you doing? All right. Yeah, pre-game stuff. You get what you call a layup line. You do your pre-game drills. Yeah. Get that ball in that layup line, be like, throwing that shit down. It's my turn to lay it up. Take a couple of dribbles, go down the baseline. Throw that shit straight through. We used to call it hanging on the pipes. Straight through, be hanging on the pipes and shit. I really didn't like the hanging and the swinging shit. I like to just throw that shit straight through. As you could do a tomahawk on the fucking rim. They don't even do that anymore. It's like the dribble it up, get a good jump off of one leg, and then come off the dribble, take the ball off the dribble, put 2 hands on it while you're ascending, and take the ball, put 2 hands on it while you're ascending, and touch the ball like behind your neck, like put the ball back there, where your elbows are like flared out, both hands on the ball, and then come back through. And no, I wasn't able to do jump to make it count every time. No. Because it seems like the bigger you are, the easier you can make it count. I couldn't make that shit count every time. No. It just was a spectacle. The times missing it is just as much of a spectacle as making it. Because the people be in awe at the height you obtain. For the height that you could get up there for your size, for your own height. So even then, I was jumping more than 40 inches easy. And that's measured from the bottom of my foot. We had all kinds of drills and different things we had to do. Tryouts and all these things. Yeah, but those little things up top. Like these little tabs that's like on a swivel. And you got to jump up and slap at them. And they could tell by the one that you slapped. They could tell just how high you got up. They could tell just how high you got up. Just from the slap. Because those things go around. And all they do is look at the last one. So you do look at the last one. They can just tell by the ones you disturbed. You know the ones you disturbed? That's going to be the last one, the ones that you disturbed. They can tell by the ones that you disturbed how high you got. They can tell by the ones you disturbed how high you got up. Like now, my knees probably will explode. I'd have to ease into it. But my guys was going through leg problems when we was youngsters. When we was teenagers, my homies had knee pain and meniscus pain. All the way till this day. And a few of them had got operations. That the pain can become so unbearable for them. So it just takes time. How you doing? All right? Yeah, it takes time, that's all. Pain can become unbearable. This drone got a camera on it too. It just crossed my mind. I said, look and see if it got a camera. That should look me right in the face. Look. See the camera? I don't know if you could see it. Yeah. And I got a kick out of it. Even all the way up until now. I'm going to wear my ass out, man. That's what's happening. It all catches up when you get older. Of course my motherfucking knees be hurting sometimes. And my legs. Remember I was complaining a minute back there about my legs and my hips? I don't even feel it now. This is what happens when I do the 10 miles. Like now, I said I couldn't go 10 miles as I had to. Yeah. I could do more miles right now. It's like your body gives off some type of adrenaline kind of, like that second one. Your body gives off its own like painkillers, man. To kill the pain. Your body does it every time. Even when you're working out and stuff. That's why when you work out and do all that kind of shit, don't ever give up. Because the pain's going to go away. Your body's going to dope itself up with the painkillers that's in there. The same way, like if you broke an arm or a leg or something like that, your body gives off a certain amount of pain chemicals, anti-pain shit, man. So that you don't go into shock. And that's going to work. That's going to work for a while. That's going to work. And what's going to happen is that as soon as that pain, that natural pain shit wears off, that's when your ass go into shock. Because your body is going to give that off. I don't know how long. It gets different for everybody. But it's going to, like when somebody gets hurt. You see how they be making all this noise and this and that and whatever. And hooting and hollering and crying. And you calm the person down. You know, and it's like as long as they just sit still, you know, everything is okay. But the minute you try to move them, or they try to get up and they start going, like how you see how they carry the football players off the field or a basketball player? Yeah. They could sit there on the court. And that shit's gonna last for so long anyway. Okay? It's gonna last for so, that's why they pick you up. So you don't put no weight on that foot. Sometimes you got the man on the right and the man on the left, they're holding you by your butt. Or you got you under their shoulder and they thigh. And they carry you off. You don't feel that pain. But once they sit your ass back down on that foot, you're gonna feel the pain. So what happens is that shit keeps coming in and out. And if it's something so horrible or so damaging, you say you break a bone and that shit comes through your skin, It is sharp and it's sticking out in the air. You know. You gotta go, someone there has to know what the fuck they're doing. Or you gotta go to a hospital where they could put your ass asleep. And put that shit back together. Put your ass to sleep. Sometimes they don't even want to do that. Because they want to make sure that shit is still alive. So what they'll do, they'll just numb the area. They won't put you totally out. They'll just put it just enough where, and then stick needles in that area and numb the area. And then yank your shit back together. But if they're gonna operate, they got to put you out, man. And put screws and pins and all kinds. Screw your shit back up. Pins and screws. So therefore, they gotta have that whole shit got to be cut wide open. You gotta have some kind of blood supply to it to keep the tissue alive. Keep the tissue alive. You gotta sterilize it. And you gotta get those little broken bone fragments out of there. You know. Pick that shit out with tweezers, whatever. Get all that shit out of there. And look around and make sure everything is everything. Put that shit back together like a puzzle. And screw it up. Drills and pins and screws. Get that shit right back to like sturdy. Now you got to go in there and sew it up. Sew it on the inside. Sew it on the outside. Bandage it up. Put a cast on it if you have to. And then you got to stay off of that shit, man. You got to lay in the bed for a month. I just don't want to be getting no hip replacements, no knee replacements, no elbows or shoulders. Because a lot of times people got to get their shoulders replaced too. They get shoulder replacements. You know, the ball and socket. Those joints are going to wear out. You don't have to be an athlete. You can have a job where that just happens. You know, doing repetitious work. The same movement over and over and over and over. You know, the human body has this way of lubricating the joints. That stuff is called synovial fluid. And that shit that's in between is cartilage. The meniscus, it separates the bone. It's a cushion. That shit could wear down and start tearing. Like how you get holes in the bottom of your shoes. Or how your shoes wear down. You may say, I don't want no holes in the bottom of my shoe. But the shoe, you can exchange that. You can put on another pair. But when it comes to the human body, it's all different. But usually just with age alone, that shit will, just with age alone, The stuff your body's made of starts degrading. Just with age alone. Just the stuff that the tissues, the different tissue that your body is made of, just that alone is going to degrade the older you get. So, it doesn't have to be an injury. It's just that those things that cause you problems earlier. Like me and this guy over here, I'll ride back to my man over here with the car. Yeah, he's gonna have problems with the car, like a mechanic. Of course, a mechanic, say somebody like a plumber. He's always going underneath sinks every fucking day. What do you think? He's not gonna develop any back problems? Of course, he's gonna develop back problems. Why wouldn't he? He's bent over every day. I think that's this guy right here. My man right there. I think that's him. He's a New Yorker. If he's a New Yorker, he could see. He could see me. If he's a New Yorker. Because he's going to remember what I was wearing. And I know it's going to be him. It's going to be him because I just did my miles. I just did 5 fucking miles. It's gonna be him. Yeah, because I just did 5 fucking miles. And fucking with him, I already did like 2 miles fucking with him already. So my 5 miles is actually probably about that because we done walked all the way to Walmart, across the street, and then walked around the fucking store a little bit and then came back. And then we walked all the way back there where he lives. And then back to where I live. And then back to where he lives. And back to where I live. He went the other way. So right there in itself, that's 1.5 miles right there. At least 1.5 miles. It's more than that. Look at that mountain range back over there. That shit nice, look. I got this in, so I did more than 5 miles today. This is my normal 5 miles right here. I'm just gonna add it up at 6. That's all. Fuck the half. Of course, the Walmart and back. That's a half by itself. It's more than a 1/4 mile. I think a 1/4 mile, I think of a racetrack, a race car. That's like a 1/2 mile each way. I mean, a car old like this, but it ain't all chewed up from the sun. Come on. Yeah. That's 1 mile from to Walmart and back. It's about 1 mile. I was right the first time. It's about 1.5 miles. Yeah, I'm gonna see if he called me on the phone. Yeah, because I don't loan my tools to anybody. You don't loan your tools to anyone. That's the cardinal rule of any technician or mechanic or engineer. Never loan out your tools. Once I settle down, I'm done. I ain't coming back outside, because once I go inside now, I'm gonna take a shower. And I know that if homie had any friends out here, he wouldn't need me. Just like me. I don't have any friends out here. Not really. I go over my grandmother's old saying she used to say. She used to tell me the only friend you got is $1. That's what she used to tell me. Yeah, I'm almost home now. They come in that big ass truck that had all those green pipes on there. Yeah, he's claiming he got a hustle about to get his shit together. I'm almost home, and now the flies decide to attack me. Which is straight up stupid. Yeah, the fly's still following me. Trying to get his sting off before I get in the house. That's what it is. They'll sting straight through this do-rag. I mean, through this bandana. Yeah, once I get in this house, I'm done. Yeah, I'm home now. Yeah, if you wanted me to call me. Yeah, I'm done now. I'm out, y'all. I'll talk to y'all. Peace. I don't see my phone. I'm gonna see if he called. He ain't called. I'm done. Peace.